Shalom. All praises, glory, and honor is due to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahushai, Bahasham Chakodash. Double honors to the apostles, Salakia, Shalom. All praises, honor, and glory is due to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahushai, Bahasham Chakodash. Double honors to the apostles, the elders, bishops, and teachers of Great Millstone, and the like-minded men who may not be directly part of Great Millstone, but are affiliated to following the same doctrine given to the apostles from initially one West and Elder Abba Bivens. The apostles of Great Millstone, I should say. Apostle Tahar on down. Salutations to the elect men, women, and children of Bayaf Dawadah, that's the house of David, who are predestined to be saved in these last days. So I'm just a quick video just around the clay, the thick clay that the US, which is America, which is Babylon the Great, also known as spiritual Sodom and Egypt, also Nineveh, many other names the scriptures say. Yeah. So like I was just reading that lesson from the elder, I think it's Ariel in Dallas. So like if that's wrong. So I'm going to start with the scriptures here. Habakkuk 2. The point I want to make is in 6. Yeah. I will stand upon my watch and set me upon the tower. That's the apostles, teachers, prophets who are out there on highways and byways doing what they should be doing, you know, and speaking the words of Yahweh Bashim Yashai into existence, you know, into fruition, that type of thing, you know, manifesting these words through the Spirit, you know, and will watch to see what he will say unto me and what I shall answer when I am reproved. And reproving is going to come when Yahweh Shai returns, yeah, and he's going to save his elect, the nation of Yasharallah, and everybody else will be, 2/3 are going to be destroyed. So the nation of Israel in the US, Yasharallah in the US, and 1/3, you know, will be saved, and the elect will also be saved, the innumerable multitude. So yeah, so, and the rest of the world will be judged, you know, accordingly to their works and their ways. Yeah, when Yahushua returns. Habakkuk 2. And the Lord, it's in all caps, so that's Yahweh, meaning he is. That's the true name of the Heavenly Father, Yahweh, not Jehovah. Or God, the true name is Yahweh, meaning he is, he exists. Yeah. And the true name of his only begotten Son is Yahushua, not Jesus. Yahushua meaning he is salvation, he's deliverer, and he will, like I've just said, read Matthew 24th chapter and 31st verse. He will return to save his elect, yeah, from the four corners of the earth, but specifically focusing, you know, Babylon the Great, which is America. Habakkuk 2 and 2 start again. And the Lord, Yahweh, answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon tables, that he may run that readeth it. And what's the vision? The vision is the Esau Edom, the prophecy is coming to pass, yeah. Be it the MOT to the B, which is being infrastructure is being implemented as we speak, you know, prophecies such as Jacob's trouble, we know that's to come, right? We're not in Jacob's trouble yet because we know about it. The apostles have said that, you know, with the return of Yahushai, the third woe, which is, you know, Revelation 11:14, the third woe cometh and it cometh quickly. We're in that time of the vision speaking, you know, of the end of Esau's world. But Esau is the end of the world and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. That's 2nd Esdras 6 and 9. So no Moabites, which are the Chinese, or no Edomites, nobody else is going to rule but Yahushai, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, and his elect, the 144,000 and the great multitude, which will bring back the remainder of the Israelites, you know, in the kingdom of Yasharallah. For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak. the vision and make it plain upon, so like make it plain upon tables, that you may run that readeth it. And that's what the apostles, like that's what the prophets and the teachers have gone out and done. You know, this is why I've got the understanding of, through the spirit of Yahweh, understanding of this word through listening to the elders and the teachers of great Muslims specifically. Yeah. For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry. What's that word, tarry? It will not stall. It will not, you know, hesitate, but it will tarry. Right? It will not tarry. When it's like what we're seeing now, it will not delay, will not hesitate. See, tarry, defer, remain behind. That's what we're seeing as each day goes by. The days are being shortened. Matthew 24th chapter, and I think it's the 22nd verse. So, like, if I'm incorrect, but the days are being shortened. Simple as that. You know, if you can see, for the spirit of Yahweh is giving you the gift to see. You know, we are at the end of this wicked rulership. You know, so it's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful time to be alive. Yeah. Habakkuk 2 and 4. Behold, his soul which is lifted up is not upright in him, but the just shall live by his faith. And whose soul is not upright in him? It's Esau, Edom, because they are the wicked the Bible speaks of. Malachi, the first chapter, 3rd and 4th verse goes into it. Yeah. You know, the Esau, Edom, which is so-called white man, they are the wicked. You know, they destroyed the earth. You know, you can't eat the food is GMO. You can't drink the water. You got to get it. You got to buy bottled water. Then again, when you buy the bottled water, you know, you probably take it in plastics. In that regard, too, you definitely can't drink the tap water. You know what I mean? And it's not as bad over here, but I still don't drink it. You know what I mean? So it's just, this place is just defiled. Yeah, simple as. And again, the scripture said that, you know, that would occur. Now, Ezekiel 4th chapter, we will eat our food defiled amongst the Gentiles. Yeah. His soul's not lifted up. His soul which is lifted up is not upright in him. So it's a proud man. Yeah. He's proud. He just follows just everything. He's just turned the world, turned everything upside down. You know, Isaiah 29 and 16 comes to mind, and that everything is backwards in this place. Everything. Yeah. Turning men to women, women to men. It's just completed off. Yeah. Anyway, Habakkuk 2 and 5. Yes, also because he transgresseth by wine, that's his philosophies and his ways and his political ways and his greed. Simple as. Covetous man. He is a proud man. Yeah. We need to break that down. Neither keepeth at home. So basically, he's in everybody else's business. I was listening to Apostle Gabar's lesson today about the rich and the super elite. And basically, he was saying that, you know, the amount of countries they've been into, yeah, since the inception, they've been at war. America, Babylon the Great's been at war for 200 and odd years, you know, and they only had a break for a few. And I'm not going to get that, but they've been constantly at war, you know, because they are the Lord's sword. Simple as that, you know. Psalm 17 and 13 comes to mind in that regard. But their blessing is the sword. Yeah. Read that in Genesis, I think it's 27th chapter. Like that. Right. And neither keepeth at home. They're always in everybody else's business. Who enlargeth his desire as hell, you know, as the grave, the pit, and is as death, and cannot be satisfied. See, covetous, but gathereth unto him all nations, and heapeth unto him all people. Yeah, and what we're seeing now is the beginnings of Esau, Edom being brought down. Yeah, and one element of it is a system of debt, of continuous, basically a debt-based system. A system that's based on nothing. A system that is not based on any commodity like a gold or any metal, precious metals or anything. It's just based on debt. And we're seeing the ending of this system as we speak, as I speak, and as you know, as time goes on. Habakkuk 2 and 6. Shall not all these take up a parable against him, and the taunting proverb against him, and say, woe to him that increaseth that which is not his. How long? You know, he's gone around the world taking. What we're seeing now with the spirit of Yahweh, Hashem Yahushua, is the end of this man. You know, the end of Esau, Edom, and his rulership. You know, but gradually, it's occurring. And to him that ladeth himself with thick clay. Again, this word is Habakkuk, means debt. There's a reason why.
Strong's H 5671.
Habakkuk is the way the apostles tell us to say it. So in Lashon Kodash, Habakkuk. Wedge of pledges, heavy debts. Yeah. So let me go here. Prove a point. You can see that this is the US debt clock org. So as I'm speaking, it is going up by the second. Yeah. In red on the left hand side, I'm looking at my other phone to see, because I can't, struggling to see this one. But anyway, red on the left hand side, US national debt 31 trillion 688 billion. Yeah, 408 million. Wow, it's just basically massive. And I heard the apostles say it's even bigger than that. The point is laden himself with thick clay. If you look down on the bottom of the top left hand corner, you'll see the red clock keep on ticking, continuously ticking. Down at the bottom of it, it says in 1960, the American debt compared to gross domestic product. So what America was bringing in as a country compared to its debts, was 53%. So it was brought in more GDP, gross domestic product, than it did debt. Yeah, and then in 1980 it was down to 34%. 2000 it went up to 58%, and now it's 120.35%. That's like, I'll break it down simply. This is like you own a debt to somebody, but you only earn. So you earn, you owe, say, $1,200 to somebody, or £1,200 in England, but you only earn 1,000. That means you can't pay that debt back. That's very basic, very simple. You can't pay that debt back because you don't earn enough money to pay the debt back. And this is where the US, specifically the elites have wanted America to be, America Babylon the Great, because they're done with America. America's done. And there's talk of America defaulting on its debts. So I'm going to play this video.
Christine Lagarde said that the United States will default on its debt. This as the Congress faces a fast approaching deadline to address its debt ceiling in the country. Lagarde added that if it were to happen, it wouldn't just affect the US, but that it would challenge confidence around the world. The US hit its $31.4 trillion borrowing authority in January that forced the Treasury Department to begin employing extraordinary measures to keep paying the bills. But the Congressional Budget Office estimates that those measures will be exhausted as soon as July, putting the US at a risk of a first ever default without congressional action. All eyes will be on Washington this week, where the lawmakers are set to return today after a 2-week recess. The main agenda...
Yeah, Loswell, I'll put that in the description box. I'm going to did a little bit of... Where are we? There we are, that's what I did today. What would happen if the US defaulted? It would be an unfettered economic catastrophe. So without restriction. Basically the whole world economy would, the economies around the world would just go into serious recession. If not, definitely recession, probably even like a depression, and definitely, so we pray for this, this can occur, that the inflation would go up and more than likely turn to hyperinflation. Yeah. Our model indicates that unemployment will surge above 12% in the first 6 months. The economy would contract by more than 10%, triggering a deep and lasting recession, basically a depression, and inflation would soar toward 11% over the next year. That was a model done by a company, 8th of March 2023. So what are the chances of a default? The implied probability of a US default hit 11.3% as of February the 24th, up from just 33% at the start of the year, according to MSCI's analysis of CDS trading activity for companies. Yeah, the risk of a US default is higher now than it was at any point since the debt ceiling battle in 2013. You know, so Lord's will, you know, this is, it will happen, yeah. It's good. At the end of the day, this is what's going to happen. America will be destroyed by the nukes. Yeah, simple as that. And Yahushua, when he returns, it's going to be a sacrifice. Isaiah 34th chapter goes into it. Revelation 18 goes into it. Jeremiah 49, Jeremiah 50, Jeremiah 51, and other scriptures goes into America, Babylon the Great being destroyed. And so it's going to be destroyed. But what we're seeing here is the so slow, incremental destruction, dismantling of Babylon the Great, and by definition, Esau Edom's rulership. You know, because this is where it's ruled from. You know, so I'm gonna read Ezekiel 28:3, and then end it with Jeremiah 51. Don't really have many scriptures, but I'm gonna behold, thou art wiser than Daniel. There is no secret that they can hide from thee, because he accomplishes a diligent search. With thy wisdom and with thine understanding thou hast gotten thee riches, and hast gotten gold and silver into thy treasures. By thy great wisdom and by thy traffic thou hast increased thy riches. Thine heart is lifted up because of thy riches, but Yahweh Shemashah is bringing them down. Down, down, down. You know what I'm going to do? In fact, yeah, I'm going to read Ecclesiastes 10 and 8. Because of unrighteous dealings, injuries, and riches got by deceit. But first, I'm going to read Jeremiah and then I'll come back to that, Lord's will. Jeremiah. Jeremiah 51. 7. Babylon, which is America, is the Psalm 137, daughter of Babylon. You know, gives a perfect description of what Esau, Edom, the daughter of Babylon, is. Yeah, Babylon had been a golden cup in the Lord's hand and made all the earth drunken, again with the philosophies, again with the way of life, the democracy, you know, and all the what they call freedoms, which is just backwards thinking. At the end of the day, they made all the earth drunken. The nations have drunken of her wine. Yeah, therefore the nations are mad, and they are right now. You can see the nations, the BRICS nations, turning on them. Yeah, specifically when they took it happened before this, but when they removed Russia from the SWIFT system, other nations like, you know what, we're out of there. You know what I mean? F this, F Babylon, F America, F the West, done with them. You know what I mean? And we can see that the de-dollarization is occurring as we speak. And it's only as time goes by, Lord's will, it will intensify. Yeah. Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. Howl for her, take balm for her. Pain, if so be she may be healed. We would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. Forsake her, and let us go every one into his own country. For judgment reacheth unto heaven, and is lifted up even to the skies. So we see nations forsaken her, you know, that once were close allies. Actually say, you know what, I don't think we should really be relying so much on America, which is Babylon the Great. For instance, France, Macron said it the other day. Yeah. So what we're seeing here is the system, Esau's system, which means system means pit, basically being brought down. And, you know, and we got next. Yasharallah's got next. Yahushai's got next, you know. It's his kingdom to come. Daniel, 7th chapter goes into it. 7:27, 7 and 18. You know, that's just the two off the top of my head. That's it, really. Yahushai, he's coming to take his kingdom. There's not much more I can say on that. Ecclesiastes 10 and 8. Because of unrighteous dealings, injuries, and riches got by deceit, the kingdom is translated from one people to another. But I want to go to 4. Yeah. Ecclesiastes 10 and start at 3, but the points in 4. An unwise king destroyeth his people, yeah, but through the prudence of them which are in authority, the city shall be inhabited. The power of the earth is in the hand of the Lord, and in due time he will set over it one that is profitable. And who is that one? That is Yahushai, who will return soon to take his kingdom through the spirit of Yahweh Bashing Yahushai and the Rakach Chodash, which is the Holy Spirit. Those will to the elect, which was edifying. So like if I was all over the place, really didn't have many scriptures to bring out, but those really was edifying. Shalom. Bad.